welcome back to Posh Cats Camping and another look at where to camp in 2021. We've already looked in parts 1, 2 and 3 at various places around England, and this time we're looking at East Anglia, which is really easy for us because that's where we live in Ipswich in Suffolk. Now we could have chosen from hundreds of sites and CLs and pub car parks, you name it, of places that we've rallied all round East Anglia in the last 20 or 30 years. But I've chosen a dozen sites that I think that you might enjoy from the last 3 years or so of camping. Without further ado, let's go to Felixstowe and look at Peewit Caravan Park. And in this video we're concentrating on Suffolk, Norfolk and Essex, and our route is only 12 miles to Felixstowe. We're very lucky to be here this weekend because this field was underwater earlier in the week, and as you can see it's probably about 20-25 units here this weekend. Nice big field. I say it's been a bit wet this week. Last weekend with the weekend after Easter 2018, quite damp morning, but everybody's sort of waking up, and it's been raining in the night, so the field's taken another shower. And from Felixstowe we go to Hosley, a very rural place, through Woodbridge. Well, this weekend we're at Cottage Touring Park. Let's go and have a look around. And new to the park last year was this nice little reception here. That's where you can check in on arrival, and you go straight into the front field, which is this one. And we're parked just to the right here on grass pastures this weekend. Ground's pretty firm here, well drained. We're only about a mile from the sea on the east coast of England in a little village called Hosley, and I'll put the spelling of that on the screen because it isn't spelt the way you say it. And the toilets and the facility block is just at the entrance of the front field. It's a lovely big field to run your dogs around in. There's some nice big open grass pitches here that are not being used. It's halfway through March 2020, and although the site is quite busy, the hard stands are all full. Some of the grass pitches are not being used. Nice cabins. There's a pretty little pond which there were some ducks on it earlier, but they've seemed to have disappeared. They're probably hiding up, staying warm somewhere. And we're in the first field with the facilities block in the background there. Let's have a look at the second field, the back field. And the back field, same as before, some grass and some hard stand pitches, all nicely spaced. Well, we're leaving the Run Cottage touring park and we're going to go down a little road here for a little walk. About 500 yards down the road is a little junction here with the Hosley sign, village sign, and we're heading towards a little place called Shingle Street, which is somewhere where my mother used to take me when I was a child, so some good memories of that. Here we go, beautiful old church. Lots of these are found in Suffolk and East Anglia. A village shop. And now we head north along the east coast to Darsham and award-winning Mill Hill Farm. Here we are on pitch 73, a good sized pitch. If you were a caravan, I guess you would park the car in front of your caravan. It's a long, thin, hard stand, a little footpath alongside it with a hedgerow, and a nice picnic bench to use. The awning goes onto the grass, and electric hookup and water tap just to the right of the picture there. Here we are on the pitch. We're just going for a walk down the field with the dogs. Some lovely paths on the site here, as you'll see in just a moment, all nicely marked. And what I like about the site is that it's left natural without too much pruning. There's a roadway down here to the lake, which will go down shortly, and this little pathway here where Sue's walking goes through to the next door meadow where there's more camping. And this is the entrance to the site here. There's an information hut which also has laundry equipment in, as you can see inside, with a book exchange, and notice there's lots of jigsaw puzzles, maps of the local area, and washing and laundry, again information, and local leaflets for various businesses and places to visit around the Suffolk area. This is another field where there's camping, and we've just come through from where it says lake just there. Lovely little walkways with hedges all round, and leads us down to this meadow here, which opens out into quite a big meadow. What's this one called, Sue?
Wheat ear meadow.
Ah, there we go. And another example of a doggy box, but they're everywhere, just to keep the place really nice. As you can see, big skies and a lovely big field. and we're going to walk round it. What we've noticed is here's a little walkways through the long grass, and there's a little pitch all on its own at the end of the site here called Puck's Corner. There's a little sign there, Puck's Corner. It'd be lovely to be on a pitch here, wouldn't it? All on your own, and you've got your own water tap there. Probably get 2 or 3 tents on that actually. And it is a tent field, this one. But, very nice. And up the hill here through, again, little walkway through the long grass up to where the caravans are. What a lovely view they've got from up here. Across Suffolk countryside. Here is the fishing lake, and it is, it is quite a big lake. Looks like there's a few people over here fishing, so we won't disturb them. But got a nice day for it. We notice there's a dedicated disabled fishing swim just here, which is really nice. It's good to see that. Nice level spot for someone. I can hear some waterfowl disappearing in. They all run away when our dogs come towards them. I wonder why that is.
7 babies.
A little family of ducks there. Come to the other end of the site here now with another one of the facility blocks. Now we head off to Sizewell, a very exciting CL next to a pub, the Vulcan Arms. Well, there's lots of doggy excitement. We're off on another one of our walks. We haven't got far to go because we're down at Sizewell, which is right on the coast at in Suffolk. A little bit of a threatening sky. But we're on the CL here at the Vulcan Inn, or the Vulcan Arms, and just going to wander down the path here. Nice little pub with a beer garden. We just walked a little way down the road from the CL. And we found a little boardwalk which leads down to the beach, and some public loos and a tea room, and there's a few fishing huts and some open land, very sandy, and a row of fishing boats, lockers and fishing paraphernalia all along the edge of the beach here. The tide is clearly out and exposed quite a nice sandy beach here. And now a little further up the coast to Kessingland and our first Caravan and Motorhome Club site, White House Beach. Clearly this is the entrance and the entrance barrier. think the wardens have got a good sense of humour. Nice grass pictures. We have sighted on this side of the park before in the spring, and it's quite sheltered just here between the bushes. And this is the main road that leads onto the main body of the park. We'll just walk through there now. As you can see, it's a very pleasant open space in the centre of the park here. Lots of trees and gardens and a bench. As we walk round, look to the left here, you'll see some of the roadways with the benches down each side. I can remember one year we ran a rally here, and this pitch just in front of us here was our rally marshal's pitch, and we had a table out here on this green, and we were arriving people from this position. Really very pleasant. Just a small children's play area at the far corner. Somewhere for them to run around. And as we turn, you'll see we're at the top end of the site now, and this is the main facilities block. It was updated a few years ago, and it has all the usual Caravan and Motorhome club facilities, and at a very high standard, as we come to expect from the club. And here's the barrier that you come through to the second part of the site, and again there's a small facilities block which is right behind me. I'll show you that in just a second, but the road goes down that way to the bungalow at the end with pictures either side. There's a gate through to the promenade and onto the beach. We have a lovely view of Kessingland beach from here, and then round to my right is where we're parked, and like I said, behind us is the facilities block. Quite small, but the usual high standard. And now to one of our favourite small campsites, Jaydene, family owned and adult only, just outside Lowestoft. Well, we've made it to Jaydene caravan site, which is rather nice. It's immaculate, in fact, it really is. There's just 12 pitches here. It's an adult only site, and it's just off the A12 at Geisleham, which is near Pakefield, Lowestoft. And when we arrived a little while ago, there was a few spaces, and the site is now full, so very popular indeed. And like I say, it is immaculate. Let's have a little look around, and I'll show you what's here. And now we head to the North Norfolk coast and Cromer, and this is Incleboro Fields, Caravan and Motorhome Club site. Well, we've made it to Incleboro Fields and we're on pitch number 59, which is tucked away really. We're in a little cul-de-sac just off the main road on the site. We did tour around the site to begin with and ended up back on pitch 59, and Sue's got a map which we can show you.
It's up here.
We're just somewhere there. Hopefully you can see that. And I'll show you the pitch. Well, pitch 59's directly behind me. If I turn around you'll be able to see it. And there we are. Lovely little cul-de-sac here. We're just surrounded in trees and quite sheltered really in the corner here. Well, good morning everyone. We've left the Incleboro Fields Caravan and Motorhome Club site. We've come past the golf course and across the road, and we're now approaching the beach. There's quite a few people down there, so there must be access to the beach a bit further down. Let's go and see if we can find it. Well, we found a beach. And doggies are allowed on lead. So we're going to wander down this way and see if we can find Cromer. What are you doing in? Hey, what are you doing? Go on in, run, run. Sophie, what are you doing? Hey, go and run then. You're worn out already. Husky, come on. We stay in Norfolk for the next one, and the Sandringham Estate Caravan and Motorhome Club site in winter. And here's one of the two facilities blocks, which ladies and gents toilets and showers, and to the right hand side of that is the motorhome service point. Well, there's a little doggy walk up at the top end here. This is the section of the site that's closed at the moment, but we've walked around here with the dogs and can still have a little run in the doggy walk. It's a little strip between the trees there where they can run up and down, and you can throw a ball and they can have a bit of a exercise without them being in the forest. And amongst the trees here there's a nice little children's play area with the swing and the small slide. All the safety precautions are taken. Of course, you do need to look after your children whilst you're on the playground. Our next choice is a Caravan Club affiliated site in Fakenham in Norfolk. Well, as you can see, we've arrived at our campsite for 2 nights. You probably hear the crows in the background, and certainly nothing fake about this site, although it is in a little town in Norfolk called Fakenham. Nice site. We were just saying this is the first time we've been here when it's been dry. I've been very lucky with the weather. It's in the neighbouring county of Norfolk, so we've travelled about 55 miles from our home, and we're here for 2 nights. And the Fakenham Racecourse apparently has a meeting on Monday, a race meeting, and over in the distance there you can see the Prince of Wales stand, and there's also a bar and facilities block over there in the distance, and beyond that is the racecourse. And we've just walked the other side of the site, the caravan site here at Fakenham Racecourse, over to a nice arch in the fence just here, which brings us out onto another access road behind the stand here. Facilities block here is being refurbished at the moment, so we're using the other one just down the road. And as you can see, this is the main racecourse area. And the stands are just here, and the press office I think is in the green stand there. There's also a bar up on this near one here on the first floor. But very nice, great scenery. If I just zoom in a little, you'll see you know, typical Norfolk countryside here. We're about 12 miles from the North Norfolk coast, where you can go to Wells Next to Sea and Holcombe Hall. There are 2 hotspots for tourists in the summer. Very pretty area. And not far from Fakenham, our next site, the old Brick Kilns, is a privately owned site, and it's a cracker. Well, good morning and welcome back to Poshcats Camping, and we've come on another winter trip. This time it's in Norfolk again, and it's the old Brick Kilns caravan park, which is near Fakenham in Norfolk. It's not a coastal resort down here. It is inland and it's very rural. If you like a bit of peace and quiet, this is a place to come. It's in the Best of British lineup. It's a lovely site and it's got a lot to offer here in Norfolk. We're looking down into the field, one of the main fields here, and in the distance there you can see the buildings where the toilet and shower facilities are. Got a vantage point here where we can see Bertie parked down here with a couple of other caravans and motorhomes along the side. On this side of the park is a little paddock area here with hard stand pitches. Very pleasant. As you can see, the site is doggy friendly. I do ask you to keep your dogs on the lead at all times. This is a really lovely little area here. With another toilet facilities over in the main building just behind those trees. And little walkways through to the main road on the site. Certainly too cold for fishing this morning with the lake is all iced over. Just love the peace and quiet. And just in front of me here is Barney's restaurant, and that's open at the weekends at the moment for takeaway only because of COVID restrictions, but we had a meal from there the other night and it was really good. 10 out of 10. And to our final club site of this video, Barton Forest on the border of Suffolk and Norfolk. Raining, Oscar? Is it raining? Oscar? Is it raining? It is. Today is a rainy day. It's been so wet this weekend, I think we need something to tow us out of the mud. I think I've just found something. I reckon this must be one of the easiest accessible sites on the network. The entrance here is enormous. Plenty of room to turn for caravans to come in and out. Plenty of space on the site now. It's Sunday morning and a lot of people are on the move. And this is a motorhome service point. You can drive in there and dump your tanks, the bins and the drinking water and grey water emptying points just there. And over the back is the Elson emptying point where your black tank or your toilet cassette is emptied. And here at Thetford they're now doing caravan and motorhome storage, which is new for this year. Really lovely site, grass pitches and hardstone pitches along the roadway. Form what you would expect of the Caravan and Motorhome Club these days. Excellent. No toilet block, but a beautiful setting in which to relax and enjoy the sunshine sometimes. And for our final choice we head over the border into Essex near Colchester and Greenacres Farm, a little CL. We've arrived on the certificated location, the CL, which is called Greenacres Farm, in a little village called Chappel, which is between Colchester and Halstead. Well, we're coming from the entrance gate just down here, and just on the right as you come in there's a water tap and the waste bins, and round behind me there are 5 pitches. So you have the 3 that we're occupying here in the corner, and then a further 2 over the other side of the field. As you can see, there's plenty of space and there's quite a bit of room this side as well, so if we wanted to spread out. Really quite pretty little site. There's a gate here that takes you through to some facilities. Let's go and have a little look. And just at the back of that gate here, there's the chemical emptying point and a washroom and shower, which is currently occupied. There's also down the lane here a static van which has a pool table, and it's also another toilet. Very useful indeed. And there's a nice little gazebo seating area here for us to barbecue if we want to. But as you can see, we've got pitch number 1, 2 and 3. Aaron and Vicky and Caravan Chit Chat. Ourselves in the corner. And then Sheila and Joe in their auto sleeper motorhome to the right. And it's a very quiet little spot here. Well, I hope you liked that quick look around East Anglia. Next time, Sue and I are going to talk to you about how we plan a tour. So don't miss that one. It's going to be a bit complicated, I think. But anyway, we'll see you then. Bye bye for now.